Hello everyone, my name is Jonas and I'm the host of the Take Two podcast, which is another film and filmmaking podcast. But this time it's different because I'm hosting it, and that already means it's going to be better. So hopefully you enjoy the podcast. If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, we're also live on Spotify at the Take Two podcast, as well as this, if you're listening to it, the audio version on Spotify, we are live on YouTube for the visual episode as well. I hope you enjoy this week's episode. I'll see you in there. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Take Two podcast. This is the last episode of series 1, but yeah.
So there's a series 2?
There might be a series 2. We don't know. We don't know. I mean, hopefully it won't be on Zoom. But anyway, so yeah, we are. I'm back once again with Ellis Markwick.
Yes. How are we doing? Yeah.
Lovely stuff. I'm also joined back with Harvey Goodson, Bevan.
Hello, great to be back. Woo.
And with a special guest this week in our cameraman, our DOP, first time on the job, Harvey Burgman.
Legendary to be here. First day jitters. So please be gentle.
Yes. So today we are talking about the short film, a fan favorite short film, Moonshine. Obviously, Moonshine came out. It's the most liked YouTube video on my short film channel. It's
of all time,
actually,
I think.
Of all time. And it recently just hit 400 views on YouTube. So
how exciting!
400.
400 people have watched it. I mean, I could be a good 200 of them.
Yeah, you're 350 of those people.
But it doesn't matter because it doesn't say who the specific accounts. But yeah,
the other 50's his dad.
Yeah, the other 50's my dad. Yeah, the other 50's Colin. The story of Moonshine. Basically, it is a cowboy film. I've always wanted to do a cowboy film. I wanted to do one in secondary school, but got taken the piss out.
It's quite hard to do a western in East Sussex, though. I'll give you that.
It is. But I think we combat that. We combat that as we'll talk through, especially with trying to get horses. But yeah, obviously, Moonshine is about two outlaws. Randy, the Kid McLean, which is the character I play. Cecil, One-Eyed Stevens, which is the character that Harry plays. And then the bounty hunter of Clyde Bullet-Tooth Reeves, who is on a mission to hunt down me and Harry's character. And that's pretty much the premise of the story. I mean,
there's like a recurring theme in your films of Ellis trying to kill us. I feel.
Yeah.
That's like the theme I go with, to be honest. I think I get down the plot points, but obviously I wrote this play. It could
go to West End, mate.
It could one day be a play. You know, if the fans want it, I will deliver. But
Moonshine the musical, I can see it now. Moonshine the musical, directed by Jonas. Unbelievable scenes.
I mean, that's the dream, bro. That's the dream. But obviously, I wrote this short film in the pandemic in 2020. And Ellis, I want to come to you first because I always remember you were the first person that I ever mentioned Moonshine to, and this is when we were playing Warzone.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember.
Because I remember, obviously, it was when we were like stuck in the whole, like, we couldn't go out, we couldn't do anything. And I said, I want to make a short film, and I want it to be a cowboy short film.
Yeah, mate. I literally was that when we were playing Warzone and we were drinking whilst playing Warzone.
Sure, that's how most good ideas come about, isn't it? Drinking while playing video games. I think that's a legendary
mate, do you know what
mixer. It's a mixer for great ideas.
We were in airport. And we were driving the cars and we were having a race. And I said to Jake, I was like, right, race me. And then we were doing it. And like the speed of the cars go the same. So no one would win the races. We're doing it. And Jake was like, I'm not going to lie to you. I've always wanted to do a Western film. And he was like, and it just came out of nowhere. Didn't have any plot at all. But he was just like, I'm going to do a Western film. I might start writing it. And then that's as soon as it all just materialized. I think did we speak a little bit about plot? I don't know if we did.
All I know is that I wanted to have a Mexican standoff at the end between the three
characters. That was your only plot point you had at the time.
That was literally all I needed. But,
start at the end, work your way back, mate. it right.
Hey, that's the way some writers do work like that, you know, and I'm one of them. But I remember the first day when it came to shooting it, and I don't know obviously if Harry and Ellis remember this one, but it was when we were going to film the bar scene, and
Oh yeah.
Again, if you're ever making a short film, this is a tip for anyone out there. Don't buy stuff on Amazon the next day.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
And expect it to turn up at a decent time, because I ordered quite a lot of props. I ordered the cowboy hats. I ordered the guns. I'm pretty sure I ordered the horses' heads. I ordered a microphone that I was going to use to film, and a Rode mic, I'm pretty sure. And it didn't turn up until 7 p.m. And I can't remember. I think you guys came round at... I want to say 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah.
It was early.
Yeah. We were there for a solid 5 hours before anything got delivered.
We filmed some stuff though, didn't we?
Yeah, but we had to redo it all again because we kept corpsing.
The intro when I'm smoking the cigarette, there was so many continuity issues because daylight and then it was night.
And you could see literally like the antennae on like coming out of the house for like the fucking TV picture. We were like, okay, you got to get that out. I couldn't light the cigarette.
I couldn't light the lighter properly. So the lighting is so much brighter when I light it. And when I'm smoking and putting it in my mouth, everything's really dark. It's just cut between 2 different time zones. And I think different days as well. It was, mate.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, Ellis, I don't know if you remember, but obviously with that first bar scene, it was actually your birthday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was about to say. My birthday was spent.
So what we were doing as well, that whole first opening bar scene where Ellis's character comes in, and I play a bar character because, again, you know, I couldn't find another actor. So, you know, I'm just multi-rolling again. And obviously with that, it's like...
Is that your term now? Multi-rolling?
Multi-rolling.
I love it.
You know, that's what you do on a limited budget, bro. You sometimes got to pick up the scraps. And I remember what we wanted to do, because it was Ellis's birthday. It was like the eve for Ellis's birthday, and we were like, well, we're in a bar, or a saloon, shall I say?
Yeah, the saloon.
It's just my shed outside, and let's be real. And but we thought, because it's Ellis's birthday, we'll have a few shots. So and I'm pretty sure that was Harry. That was your idea. To in between takes, have a shot of the whiskey.
I think it was like every time we corpsed, we had to take a shot, wasn't it?
Yeah. Every time that was budged. If we messed up a line, then it was like, right, shot. You got to take a shot.
That was a problem. Yeah, Jake. If I did that when I came to yours to film the last one with the suit on, I would have been out. I would have been dead. You would have had your stomach pumped.
You would have been
late
late
to work next day,
waking up like
a coma 4 months later.
And then
it wakes up. He's like, "Did we do the film?
Did we do good? Jake? Did we do good? Did we film it?
Too good." I remember that scene. We kept having shots and stuff like that, and I just remember that obviously that then created one of my favourite scenes, obviously that Harry and Ellis have. I basically didn't know what to kind of write for this scene. It was when Harry's character and Ellis's character first meet each other, and I just said, "Boys, just think of something funny." And, you know, with sublime directing that I have.
Think of something funny. Very laissez-faire.
Do something funny.
Very
laissez-faire. And,
think something.
You know, well, people do compare me to Spielberg, but I'm pretty sure you've said that before. And then obviously I'm not going to take credit for that. That was the whole stick it in my mouth bit. So whose idea was that? Whose idea was that?
The stick it in the mouth was Ellis's. The dad's idea was me.
Yeah. It was a half and half thing, mate. Like,
it was half and half thing.
We bounced off each other, like the chemistry was just there, do you know what I mean?
Oh, it just was.
I remember that was one of the hardest scenes we had to do. I think we took in that scene about, it must have been about 7 or 8 times. Cause that was mainly the majority of the bloopers was just from that scene alone.
Yeah, it's quite bad. From like the majority of the bloopers that you show, it is normally me cracking first, and it's I'd like to apologise.
But then, obviously, you know, going back to one of my favourite films ever, Django Unchained. Ellis, I got you to do your little reference right at the end of the bar scene. I can't remember what the line is. It was.
You had my attention now. Got my curiosity.
Yeah.
Great film as well. Great film to take notes from, because that I remember watching that for the first time, and that was an absolute banger. And I think
That's the only proper Western I've watched. I've always wanted to watch those Good and Bad, the Uglies.
You know what?
But,
I've never watched Django.
You've never watched
There's so many Tarantino
Django?
films I haven't watched now, mate. I know what happens in it, annoyingly, but I need to watch it. But it's from what I've seen, it's banging.
To take like notes from, isn't it? Because obviously it's a hit. I mean, I always watch it like every year. I think at least once.
You can really draw the comparisons from Moonshine and Django Unchained. They're two.
This is what I'm trying to do, Harry. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to capture the heart of Quentin Tarantino's directing skills with Moonshine. I'd just say the camera work in Quentin Tarantino's is almost as good as mine, but not quite. Not quite. It's not. No, not quite.
Look at it like this. Look at how much the budget was. The budget for Django Unchained, millions. Moonshine,
a couple of meal deals.
Couple of meal deals and
meal deals. You're looking at what? 12 quid for your meal deals, right?
I actually think overall, with all the props I bought and as well with the mic, it came to about £80.
Now you tell me who the real mug's here, hey?
Yeah.
The budget for Django was $100 million.
Exactly. And in my
100 million or £80, right?
And in my opinion, you just watch and see the proof. Which film is better? We'll let you decide because we already know the answer.
We already know.
We know the answer, and well,
it begins with an M and ends in an E. I'll give you a spoiler. It's Moonshine.
Well, I mean, going on about Moonshine, I mean, obviously one of the favourite bits I love about Moonshine is when our three characters first meet each other in the woods. And I just remember that day, because obviously, Harvey, that's when you first get involved with filming. Because obviously we just filmed the bar scene as well.
Yeah.
And,
I remember you called me, and you were like, "Oh, are you about?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, "You got your car?" Yeah. You're like, "Oh, can you fit a bike in your car?" I was like, where is this going? And you're like, "Oh, I'll be over." Oh, one sec. Sorry, one sec. Mum, I'm filming a fucking podcast. Fuck's sake. Sorry. Sorry for the distraction.
But what I was going to say about Harvey asking you to fit a bike in your car, Ellis, I don't know if you remember this trouble that we had with trying to fit the two bikes in my car. Basically, we were outside my house trying to ram these bikes into my car, and I remember we were like, right, you fit in that angle, like ramming it in. And then my next door neighbour was just like literally staring out of his bedroom window, and he was just like, as soon as me and Ellis did it, we're like screaming at each other to get this bike into the car, and then we did it. And then we're literally on the street, like outside my house, like I think we did one of those running, like hugging each other, like jumping down, like, come on, we did it. And then my neighbour, he starts clapping. He's like, woo!
You know what makes it worse was that we're in full costume as well, and then we're doing this thing. Doing that, and the neighbour was a little kid, and I'm telling you now, it was sarcastic clapping. He went like that, and we were just there, young adults dressed up as cowboys, just dancing around, absolutely gassed. We just rammed some bikes with horses' heads attached to them into your boot, mate. There was a low point in my life. That's one of them.
Oh wow, that's why we do it though. That's why we do it. We do it for the passion.
For the grind, mate.
We do it for the grind, but no.
Anything for the 400 viewers.
Anything
for the 400 viewers.
Anything for those 400 viewers. Anything for those 400 viewers. But I just remember I was driving in my car to where we were going to film the next scene, and I just remember because I had to have my car seat right at the front, so my knees are pretty much touching the steering wheel. And if I was to crash, I would be paralysed. But no, it's not a crash. But obviously we drive down to Friston Forest. Which is a forest near us, and our first little scene where all three of our characters meet up. First introduced to my cowboy character Randy, and obviously Harry. We have our emotional scene where you
spit on your dick.
Yeah, I mean I didn't want to say that. You said it.
Was that the one we were referring to? Yeah. Honestly,
obviously,
yeah. It's a fan favorite scene.
It's pure gold. Pure gold. Harvey was there to film it.
Yeah, it was a team bonding session, I think, and it really brought the team together. Even though I'm not in it, I just I just wanted to join in.
No,
to be
but
perfectly honest,
I just
but
felt a bit
Harvey,
left out.
but Harvey, your camera skills captured the beautiful moment. So
yeah, beautiful. And I'm pretty sure we had to do at least 4 or 5 takes on that.
Oh yeah, there was 4
yeah,
or 5
takes.
I think we really.
I can't remember if whether or not I wrote it in the script that you spit on my dick, or
No,
on
you
the day...
didn't. You didn't.
No, did I just want you guys? To...
No,
Who
came up?
I don't think you guys even knew I was recording. It was just natural. It just naturally happened, and I just managed to capture the essence of the beauty of the.
Well, that's it. That's exactly it. I mean, that's pretty much all I can say really about. That scene.
There's a couple of scenes there I really liked. In those woods, obviously we had the you two like messing around and stuff. Ellis tapping his legs took forever. I don't know why. When he's like spamming his legs, I don't know. I feel like that took forever to do.
Do you know what scene always makes me laugh? And it's when me and Harry's character get into a bit of like a fight, and I'm like spanking you, and then Ellis' character is just slowly walking with basically to combat not having horses. Obviously, we if you haven't seen the film, we have bikes with horses' heads stuck onto them with like really dodgily with like tape, and I just
very good engineering.
Exactly, you know, good thinking from me. And then like we're just slow. Ellis is just slowly walking down while me and Harry are like screaming and fighting each other, and then he slowly like strikes his horse's head, gets out a bike, and he's like, there go, whoa, go. It gets me every time. Like, I love it. I love it.
It's with the bike chain as well. He doesn't even put it around the tree; just puts it through the spoke of the wheel. Not change or anything. It's just like nice, leaves it, stays.
Never seen that bike look again, boys.
Yeah, I was going to say we lost it, didn't we?
Oh well, look. You know,
with the horses run off because he didn't tie it off properly.
You know, that led into like one of the like best technical scenes I think we've ever done, and that was because Harvey literally. Do you remember when he was chasing, like essentially just running after us whilst we're doing the chase scene? That bit when, do you remember when it comes down and then he's on the floor and it's the wheel and then he comes back up and you see us? Like,
that was unbelievable.
Change location.
That was really good.
I remember when I was editing that, and I spent so long on that particular bit because the way that Harvey shot it, I was like, there is a way that I could definitely do it, so you could easily do that transition. And
Harvey obviously knew that coming into it, the like genius that he is.
Yeah. Well, I obviously had the storyboard up in my room before you called me that day to come down and film all this stuff. I mean, we just had ideas and we just went with it. I think that's basically the whole thing of your sort of like filming technique is you have a like baseline of what you really want to do and how you want to do it, and then you just figure out how they click into place later on.
Yeah,
down the
legit.
line.
You like. Like you know what you want, but you don't really include like the text. It's not just
how to do it. Yeah.
So I want to like go for this kind of approach, and I want this to happen at the end. So just do what you want. But I think that's the best part of it though, because it's, you know, like moments where you have Harry just spitting. That just is not. that is not normal. Like that's not normal. And then like the fact that you said at the bar scene, you were like. So I don't really know what to say at this point. So it made continuity. The continuity must have been an absolute ball ache.
Well, no. See, this is the thing. I don't know if you guys noticed when watching the film back, but like when I bought those like little toy guns that we all have at the start, they all look really good. And I just remember which we'll get to in a minute, but in the Mexican standoff for Harry when he's pointing his gun, it's just one of the things is just snapped off. And he's just like got like a little snub of a gun, and like I remember like other things. I think one of the guns actually just snapped off as well, like midway through. I think in one of the bloopers we got when Harry's like when we're doing our montage,
it's like dangling.
It's like dangling as well. I think it was dangling when Harry's running with it, and
I think it shows how in continuity it shows how long the fight was going on for. He was shooting so much that the gun actually broke. I think that brought the realism. It brought the realism, because if you fire a gun too many times, that'll happen. I've fired lots of revolvers, so it would just happen.
Smoked so many people in my time.
And look, when you're working with an £80 budget, you know, you're not going to get the best guns in the world. You know, you just got to work. You just got to work with the toy guns that you get off Amazon.
Yeah.
But,
We weren't going to wait for the Amazon delivery guy to deliver it again, were we? We weren't going to have that same mistake.
No, exactly
again.
that. We just had to work with what we got. But then, obviously, shout out to Kira and Leon, who helped me find the final location that we filmed the montage at, which is it was like the best. It's like if you do go watch the film, but like it's literally just like this really nice wooded area with a really like massive pond in the middle of it, and it was just the perfect location. Like, it was just so nice. It was a good drive. Like, we had to drive 40 minutes, but you know, we had a nice little.
It was it was a laugh. It was
a laugh.
There wasn't too many people there as well. It was quite easy to film. It wasn't like crowded or anything. You know, there was there was. I mean, you know, we're not having to stop unless there was people smoking weed on the rock, which we wanted to film on, which was a bit of a shame. But we just waited for them to leave. Really,
just with our horses.
Just dressed up. Just all of you dressed up. We've just got like a camera. Just films like looks like we're filming something else at that point, but we weren't. We weren't.
But yeah,
Brokeback Pond.
Brokeback Pond.
Yeah.
Jake, do you know what that place is called? Do you know, like?
No, this is the thing. It's not actually like a place. It's literally I went there with Kira and Leon like a few days beforehand, and then I remember when we got to the place, it's like next to this like little country road, and I had to put an Apple Map like little mark on it, and it's just like it's not even doesn't even show up on the map. It's like an unknown place. And
it must be National Trust. It's like because I wanted to go back there. It's such an unreal. Is it near Uckfield? It must. It's near
Uckfield. It was like a 40-minute. It was like a 40-minute drive from my house. So yeah, it's near Uckfield. That's all I know. Yeah. We can try and find it one day. You know, maybe Moonshine 2.
Moonshine 2.
Hey,
I'm not saying it's. You know, I'm not saying it's. It could be made. You never know. But obviously, going back to Uckfield, it was a beautiful location. And then obviously we have the Mexican standoff, which is what I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to get to. You know, I do remember that again. That was another hard scene that me and Ellis had to try and film. Maria, you shot sweet Maria.
I think I was at that point. I was trying to film with my free hand, and I don't genuinely think I could do it without it looked like I was having a seizure. And we had to put it on a tripod in the end because I just kept like you tell, I was holding in my laughter, and I was like, no, I can't do this. I'm going to hide behind a tree. And then just put it on a tripod because I'm not going to be able to. I'm not as veteran actor, unfortunately.
It's just the way you like do it outwards. You just
It's like in that moment you can feel his anger and pain all in one. He doesn't know where to shoot it, and he just screams out to the side, and it's just a short burst of just pain that he's lost his sweet Maria. Because she wasn't playing Mr. Brightside on the piano, and you could tell in that moment if that happened, you could be like, yeah, well, I kind of understand Ellis's point of view, Bullet Tooth Reeves, but I also feel the pain of Randy, and it's quite good. I think the dynamic between
mate, you should give acting lectures, bro. That was really
depth analysis right there.
It's a deep analysis. It's a serious.
This is how you sell houses.
Moment. He just doesn't know where to aim it. He's like, I can't scream at the guy in front of me because he killed my wife. I'm just going to scream into the lake. Which would have been weird, by the way, if there were walkers by. I think they would have found that very strange. After knowing that 4 boys went into the woods with a camera and then just hearing the screaming. But,
remember the battery was dying, wasn't it?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, after we filmed the bit with all 3 of us like on our standoff, and then we're like, oh, I don't know what's going on here. And then Harvey just went, oh, yeah, by the way, the camera just died. And I was like, I actually like wanted to sink at that moment because we were so far away to quickly drive home and get and like charge up the battery and come back. Before.
We were losing the light.
The sun
as
was
well,
like coming down on us. Yeah. We were losing light. The camera kept dying on us. But like, I brought my dad's other camera, and it had like a tiny little battery in that as well. And I just remember like the whole ending scene when we're on the rock. that we kept filming it and it just kept cutting out. So we had to like kept making sure we just get it like as perfect as possible. And I'm pretty sure we had to shorten the ending quite down because of it. And then that whole ending, I can't even remember what the ending was.
It made no sense whatsoever. The ending.
I think weren't you drawing in on the floor?
Yeah, we were drawing it on the floor of who was meant to shoot who, and then we ended up deciding on going back and for some reason shooting the barkeeper.
Yeah, because he had loads of money in his safe. That was why.
And that was the end.
My character is basically just a massive idiot because he just instead just wanted to chase these two guys for no reason whatsoever, for probably minuscule money compared to being in a bar, which he apparently knew had millions of dollars in a safe. But thought, nah, wouldn't make a very good film, would it?
Chase these idiots. And then come back to it anyway.
It turns out they're on my side.
Oh, no.
You did the switcheroo where you were like, he's brought back up. So he's planned for him to come and threaten his partner and then to chase both of them and then switch sides right at the end.
Did you notice the reference I put in? This is like kind of on both, but like on Thunder and Raindrop 2, you know, at the end where I start laughing, I based that off the same laugh you did. Where you're like,
did you?
Yeah, mate.
That's touched
there's
my
cameos.
heart.
There's cameos everywhere.
Yeah,
there's references.
My heart,
there's callbacks. There's everything.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah, thank you, Jake. Round of applause.
Stop it, guys. Stop.
Jake.
No, I'm joking. But right, so boys, what are your final thoughts on Moonshine? I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, we spoke about all the other films that we've done. Harvey, I'll go to you. What is your final thoughts on Moonshine? Does it hold up to this day? What are you giving it out of 10?
I watched it a couple of days ago, and I think it did make me chuckle again. It really did. Like, watching it again, I could just remember filming the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing. I filmed like 50%. So I'll take credit for
more than
100%.
You filmed most of it. You filmed like 75 to 80. Yeah, you filmed most of it.
The laughs in that 80% I'll take credit for, because obviously without the cameraman, it's just fucking weirdos in a park.
Just in a park.
So I'll take credit from when it's due, yeah. But out of 10, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a tough critic on my own self, but it's definitely my 10 out of 10. I loved it. I loved doing the whole thing. The whole experience was amazing. And especially the sort of the loose direction, I should say, of you really like lets the people like Ellis and whatever the other one in the hat's name is, but it really brings their
funny one.
It really brings their sort of, you know, like spirit and free will. They're sort of like, you know, the way to just like play off each other. It just, you know, brings it into the light. So yeah, 10 out of 10. I loved it. 100%. Moonshine 2. I'm down, unless I cancel on the last day. But you never know.
Yeah, like you did the last one. Harry, what are your final thoughts on it? Or the guy in the hat, shall I say?
The guy in the hat, straight off the bat. I've got to give it a cheeky. It's my first 10. It's my first 10. The memories we shared, the relationship we created, especially with Harvey, like
the shoes you never wore again.
The shoes I never wore again. They're actually I burnt them. But the memories we made, watching it back, it still holds up. It's still funny, still makes me chuckle. And miss you guys.
I miss you guys too. Ellis, what's your final verdict of the film?
Can I just say first, I love how as soon as Harvey joined the process, he knew the protocol that we just rinse Harry beyond belief.
I don't think I even knew him for that long as well. Just like feel like I recently met you as well. And I just knew target number one. I've been doing it my whole life. I'd had it my whole life. I thought it was time for a bit of a change. Obviously, Jake knows that life as well. So it's just nice to flip it for once in a while and pick on one of the weaker ones.
Yeah. Let this be a life lesson. If you ever want to pick on someone, pick on the weakest.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest. Don't wear luminous shoes. That's all I would say.
Anyway, like in terms of the whole process, it's a definite 10 out of 10. Like the memories and all the laughs and stuff. I think as a film, I'd put it on the same level as Thunder and Raindrop 2. Maybe like a little bit below, just in terms of because I thought Thunder and Raindrop 2 in terms of the quality was so, it really brought it like through. Like we definitely leveled up. But like, I don't know, when I watch it, like I do cringe because it's like the performances in that, the accent in that is painful, mate. It is so painful. And do you know what I forgot? Do you remember the black T-shirt kept popping open? Because I put on so much, I'd put on so much weight over lockdown that like my belly would pop out and my chest.
I'm surprised we didn't have any black bar sensors for any side boob that might have popped out midway through. Like just in case. I do remember because you were, it was quite stiff to move.
Mate.
I felt so bad. And it was trying to ride a bike.
It was in the summer as well, and I was going
it was a hot summer as well, and then
it was a hot
summer. But yeah, overall, mate, it was an absolute whirlwind of laughs. It was such a good just process. Like definitely the best process we've had in making the film. Yeah, but like, 100%. That's why we need Harvey on board a bit more. I think just. Well, bringing new dynamic.
Harry's not going to be too happy to hear that.
Oh, mate, honestly, I just want to see your beautiful face again.
Make sure to go watch Moonshine on YouTube. The link will be in the bio. Cool. Go watch it. It's great fun. Moving on. So, because it's the last episode that's going to be for a while, I'm not saying, I don't know when we're coming back, but we will. Maybe. Who knows? I've decided, guys, to do a little fun quiz. Oh, I know. It's a juicy one. It's a juicy one. But the winner, and this is why you guys should actually care.
Yeah.
Will get 2 free pints off me.
I've doubled it.
I've doubled it.
Stakes are high.
Stakes are high. Obviously, if you're listening as well, feel free to play at home. Feel free to play. I'm not buying you a pint because, well, I'm just not. My first question is, what is the highest grossing film of all time? Ooh. And I'm going to there's 2 answers because there's 2 different ways of looking at it, but it's because of inflation. So I didn't want to, if someone gets 1, I'm not going to,
Yeah.
But, I'll give you guys a second. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, Harry, I'm going to go to you.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, Avatar.
Harvey, what are you saying?
It's Avengers Endgame.
Ellis, what are you saying?
It was Avatar, then it went to Endgame, and then Avatar got re-released in China, I think, and then it became the highest grossing film again.
That sounds like someone who's reading something off a screen.
No, I remember that. I do remember that. Because I wanted Endgame to be the highest grossing film.
Well, you are all correct. So you all have a point so far.
Yeah.
Because it is Avatar, but but that's Endgame due to inflation. I just thought I'd give both of them. So I don't want to cause any disputes. Obviously, in a lot of the short films we've done, there's a lot of swearing. Oh, okay. So that's why in a lot of them, other than Thunder and Raindrop 2, there's a lot of bleeping. For my second question, what film holds the record for the most F-word bombs in the Guinness World Book of Records? Ellis, what are you saying?
I thought I knew it. I think I know the one. Well, I don't know it, but I think I know the film with the most swear words, and it's got Pat Butcher in it, but from EastEnders. But I don't know the film, so I'm just gonna have to say. I was gonna say Wolf of Wall Street. I know it's wrong, but
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to say Wolf of Wall Street.
So we're all saying Wolf of Wall Street.
I saw a recent post on Instagram. The 2 high actors with the most swear words in films ever are Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill. And I'm pretty sure most of them are from that film.
Harry, that was some good research there. And Ellis, that was a really good guess from you. And Harvey, obviously, well done. You all 3 get a point as well because it is the Wolf of Wall Street.
Really? Yeah, I knew that.
Oh my god!
I can't give you a
about to say Goodfellas. I was about to go Goodfellas. I was like, nah, Wolf of Wall Street.
See, it was Goodfellas, and I would have probably said Goodfellas if I hadn't done my research and making this quiz. But yeah, it is Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know how many F words are said in that film, but there is a lot. So yeah, what is highest rated film on IMDb? And there are 2 answers.
I think I might be wrong. I think one is Spirited Away, which is like think that's like a Japanese anime, which I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure that might be one. I know I said pretty sure, and then might. And then I think maybe the other one. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to go Spirited Away. That's the only one I can think of.
Okay.
So,
Harry, who are you gonna say?
I had two cartoons. I was also gonna go with Spirited Away or Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah.
Well, Ellis, do you want to say the right answers?
Yeah, I don't know one of them. I know one of them. Mainly, it's Shawshank Redemption, and then I didn't know there was another one rated 9.2. Is it a short film? Is that what it is, or
no? It's a film. Oh,
is it? So it's cartoon.
No, it's a movie. It's just a film.
Shawshank, yeah. Well, Shawshank, and then hang on, is it The Godfather?
Oh, you clutched at the end there. You got 2 points.
Yeah.
Shawshank and Godfather are the two highest rated films on IMDb, sharing at a 9.2.
Yeah, because on their actual list, Godfather comes second because they do a weird, they change it for some reason. But if you go on The Godfather, it's actually 9.2.
So this one is a multiple choice question for the fourth question. How many MCU films have been released since Iron Man in 2007 to this date? Okay, the multiple choice answers are 25, 27, or 31. Right, Harvey.
I think there's 25.
I'm going to go for 27.
And Ellis, what are you saying?
I am going to say 25.
Well, Harry, you have gotten a point over Harvey and Ellis.
Oh, damn it!
Question 5. Obviously, with the release of the new Batman film, that's in cinema, that I'm sure we've all watched, and it was a good film. How many actors have played the Batman? 12, 10, or 8?
Okay, I think I've got my answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got
Harry.
my answer.
I could only get up to 6. I'm going to go with 8.
8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellis?
Yeah, I'm going to go 8.
And Harvey?
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ruin the dynamic, but I actually have to go 8 as well because I think that's correct. I could only count 7. So,
well, congratulations to you all. It is 8.
Yeah.
So,
there's one from
well done.
1940s, isn't there, as well?
Don't forget about George
yes.
Clooney, the fucking king with nips.
Yeah, the guy with the pink pants as well, the cave. Does that count? That guy count?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Right, what's the next question?
So now, moving on. So now I've done it a few, obviously, the other half of this podcast is talking about my films as well. So, number 6. What is my most viewed short film? Is it Thunder and Raindrop, Moonshine, or Halls of the Dead?
If we're sealing in and I'm going Thunder and Raindrop.
Okay. Ellis, what are you saying?
Moonshine.
Okay. Harvey, what are you saying?
I also think that Thunder and Raindrop has got the most.
Oh. Everyone gets a point except Ellis because it is Thunder and Raindrop. Thunder and Raindrop is sitting on 460 views and Moonshine is on 400.
Oh.
So 60 views.
So wait, I'm joint with Ellis now.
You are joint with Ellis. And
is it? Oh,
yeah.
fucking hell.
And Harvey is 1 point behind with 3 questions
it's a tight chase,
left.
mate.
3 questions left. In Thunder and Raindrop 2, when Sergeant Verney is sending his threat message to me and Harry's character, what character pops up behind him on the green screen? Is it SpongeBob, Squidward, or Patrick Star? Harvey, who are you saying?
I think I'm going to say Squidward.
Okay, Harry, who are you saying?
Patrick.
And Ellis, who are you saying?
Patrick.
Well, it was indeed Patrick. So, Harvey, you're slowly losing out in the title race, but Harry and Ellis...
Wasn't there for it.
They're joint on points. Question 8. In Moonshine, the film that we've been talking about today, how many wanted posters are in the bar?
I'm going to go with 3.
I can
Harry?
name them as well.
You can name
3.
them, Harry.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, go on then, Harry. What are they?
It's 4. 4. I drew them. It was 4. So you had Leah. We had Leah, like the tall, bendy person. Then we had Tasha, the Watson, the Mexican. Then we had me and you.
I'm saying 4.
I said 3 earlier, but then he sounded very confident. So I'm going to say 4.
I did draw them, so it'll be kind of peak if I get this wrong.
Well, Harry, your memory does serve you correctly because it is 4. It is indeed 4. Right, 2 questions remain. In Thunder and Raindrop, what is my other character called? Is it Uta, Ralph, or German Man?
I think it was Ralph.
Harvey, you looking in Ralph?
Okay. No, because I can hear your accent and just saying I'm just a tiny little German boy.
Don't touch me, I bruise like a German strudel.
Yeah, no, yes. Fuck it. Going Ralph. I'm lock in Ralph.
Ellis, who are you saying?
Yeah, good point.
I'm going German Man.
Harry, who are you saying?
I'm going German Man.
I mean, it is a bit of unfair advantage on Harvey because, yes, it was German Man. And Harvey didn't actually help film on this film. Down to the wire, and I don't know what to do because I don't have any extra questions. If you Harry,
if you draw, you just got to get us both 2 pints, mate. That is the
I'll just both get you 2 pints, but I'm hoping that one of you gets it wrong. The final question: how many short films are on my channel? Harry, what is your answer?
I'm going 6.
6? Ellis, what do you go?
I've gone 6 as well.
Harvey.
You got to get
Harvey.
a pint, bro.
Yeah.
Harvey.
No matter what the outcome is, we are getting a pint.
Harvey, what are you saying?
I'm already out of the fucking race, so I'm just gonna.
I've not confirmed it's 6 yet.
I'm gonna go wild card. I'm gonna go 7.
Yeah, you're wrong. It was 6. So
Yeah,
right. Well done to Harry and Ellis. I mean, it's a bit unfair. They have been in pretty much all of them, and Harvey's only helped out on 2. But awesome. Well, anyways, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for listening to all the episodes for this season. I don't know when I'll be back, but make sure to still follow us. And if you don't follow us on all social medias. I'll drop all the links for all of these guys as well down below, so go follow them because they're very talented human beings. Make sure to watch the video. We love all of you that have shown support to this podcast, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Woo!